I know a lot of you have worked through archives. It can be quite boring. You get into it for about 2 hours, you take a break, you come back, you go another 2 hours, and you're going through any number of documents that perhaps are interesting or not. But then there are these moments when you come across these hand-scrawled letters, these handwritten letters. And here's one that I want to read to you because it's hard to read in the cursive here. This is from a mother writing to the superintendent of the Carson Indian School. Some time ago, I sent a letter to my son, named Pedro Cordova, an inmate of your institution. The letter was returned to me through the dead letter office marked deceased. Does this mean that my son is dead? I'm greatly shocked and grieved about this solemn matter, and I would greatly appreciate an answer from you as to the cause and particulars. If my fears are true, I am anxiously waiting your reply. So, when I read this for the first time, we were celebrating, it was close to the birthday of my second son, and this gave me a real moment of pause. I thought about what it would be like for me to receive information about my child's death in this manner, or if this mother received information about her child's death. And the wonderful thing about the federal government, they keep fantastic records. So a little bit later into this file, I found the reply. Dear Ms. Cordova, in reply to your letter of December 16, 1919, I regret to state that Pedro Cordova died at this school on October 3, 1919. Some time before his death, I asked his brother Manuel if there was anyone whom we should inform concerning his condition. And when he died, I again asked Manuel if there was anyone whom we should write to. Manuel told me at the time that he would be the only one who needed to be informed. Manuel was stationed in Reno at the time. He came down for the funeral, and I suppose, of course, he would let you know all about the circumstances. Pedro had been in the sanatorium at the school for a long time, and it was clear for months before he died that he could not live long. As Manuel was in the habit of coming over quite frequently, I, of course, assumed, or supposed rather, that he kept you informed concerning the condition of Pedro, or concerning his condition. Pedro was buried in the school cemetery on October 9th, 1919. Very truly yours, and there's a signature there from the superintendent, Frederick Snyder. This file is obviously one of many files that exist in the National Archive. These primary sources exist in the Library of Congress, and they tell a story that we as professors and teachers cannot tell on our own. Without these sources, the lecture on Indian boarding schools becomes rather pedantic. I mean, depending on who's doing it, depending on the timing and the audience. With these sources, you can hand this to a student, both of them, and ask some of the same questions Kelly was asking of her students.